The rainy season has just begun and it is raining everywhere. And after the rain, the weather is humid and the soil is moist. It is just the perfect time for the ants to go on a nuptial flight. And like everyone else, this messer colony seems to be preparing for a nuptial flight. But where are the queen alates? Not a single one of them can be seen here. All that can be seen here is this male messer ant, who seems to be super excited for the nuptial flight. But every movement of this drone ant is being watched carefully by this diakama ant. Unaware of the diakama ant, the drone ant is taking its first flight. But what is this? The drone ant has fallen back to the ground. It is not being able to fly away. Unfortunately, there seems to be some kind of deformation in its wings. Now though this looks sad, but the diakama ant is watching this keenly and she looks rather happy about it. Suddenly the diakama ant moves in for the kill, but she misses the messer drone by a few inches. Completely unaware of what is happening behind his back, the drone ant continues in his pursuit, and it seems lucky for the diakama ant misses it again. But how many times can luck save this poor flightless male ant? It is soon caught by a Federale worker, and the Federale worker immediately starts to drag the poor drone towards its nest. A harmless male ant with a broken wing is an easy pick for this Federale worker. With no jaws to protect itself, there is nothing much this poor male ant can do to save itself. So, is this the end of the story for this poor messer ant drone? Let us see what happens next. But in order to reach its nest, the Federale ant worker will have to pass through the territory of the messer ants. And as soon as the messer ant sees their male alate being kidnapped by the Federale ant, they spring into action and begin chasing the Federale ant. But this Federale worker looks stubborn. He seems to be in no mood to let go the messer drone. But then suddenly, a messer major attacks the Federale ant and catches the Federale's head in his jaws. This gives the messer drone enough time to escape while the messer major drags the Federale worker to the other side. Now this is looking very bad for the Federale worker. It looks like the Federale worker will not be able to escape from the jaws of the messer major with its head intact in his body. But strangely, the head of this Federale worker seems slippery. And so with the help of his sister, who diverts the attention of the messer major, the Federale worker is miraculously able to escape unharmed. Back here, the messer drone is still continuing in his pursuit of the virgin messer queen ants. But unfortunately, he seems to be out of luck. The queens are not present in this area. He needs to fly to the surrounding areas in search of the queens. But it is so sad that he cannot fly. The Federale ants have caught the poor messer drone again. And again one of the Federale ant starts to drag the messer male ant towards their nest. But again the messer male turns out to be lucky in this matter. The Federale ants could have killed it at the spot itself with the help of the big-headed Federale majors. But they did not do so. Perhaps it is because the Federale ant do not see the harmless messer drone as any real threat to themselves. But as soon as the Federale ant enters the territory of the messer ants, it is radially attacked by a messer major. But the Federale ant quickly ducks the attack of the major and walks away carrying the messer drone along with her. But the messer major soon catches up with the Federale ant and drives it away. But as the messer drone is running away, the Federale ant comes running towards him and soon catches him again. But this time a minor messer worker comes to the rescue of the messer drone and after a brief fight is able to chase away the Federale worker. But the Federale ants are such stubborn individuals. The Federale ant worker appears again and starts to pull the messer drone. But again it is chased away by the vigilant messer major. Realizing the threat to the life of the drone, the messer major tries to carry it to the safety of their nest. But the messer drone refuses to go back to the nest and runs away from the major. This makes the Mesa Minor walker furious. In great rage, she tries to catch the Mesa drone by his wings and pull him towards the nest. But the drone is somehow able to slip away from the Minor's grip. The Minor Mesa ant tries its best to stop the Mesa drone. But strangely, the Mesa drone somehow overpowers the Mesa Minor and escapes into the grasses. The Mesa drone keeps on moving without stopping even for a while. It knows the dangers that lies in front of her. It knows that its sisters wanted it to return to the nest for its own good. But still it cannot stop, for the only mission of its life is to go on a nuptial flight and mate with the virgin queen. It is the only reason he was born for. It is the only meaning of his life. It is his destiny. And the only one chance he has to fulfill his destiny is today. And this is the only thing that matters to him. The only thing that is important. Nothing else matters to him, not even his life.